I want to talk to you today about success, all right? how many of you like to have success in your life? Okay, what does that mean to you, though? I want you to talk to me, okay? I'm only going to be here 30 minutes, and I'm getting on a plane and flying to Los Angeles. What does success mean to you, in a word? Money. That's what I like. What else? Winning. That's what it means to coach. What else?
Recognition.
Say again? Recognition. People recognize somebody. Okay, what else? Come on, man, talk to me. Power. Oh, I like some power, dog. Okay, what else? Huh? Respect. Okay, what else? Happiness. Okay, what else? How about a hot chick? Could it mean that? Could it mean that? Could it mean that to a guy? Okay, exactly, all right? So look, today I want to talk to you about something that was never taught to me in school. Success. What is it, man? What is it? To win. Somebody said it's to win. Somebody said it's the girl. Somebody said it's money. Somebody said it's power and respect and admiration and people recognize me. Look, everybody in this room should have some of that. Would you agree? You're going to either go get it or somebody else is going to go get it. This is how this thing plays out, okay? It will have nothing to do with your grades. It's going to have something to do with whether you decide and stay focused on what you want in your life. Okay? Everybody's going to have a choice to get it. There's two types of people in this room right now. And that's it. There's two types of people. People that are going to get what they want and the life they want, and people that don't. Two types of people, folks. People that get the life they want, and everybody else. Okay? What group you want to be in? Okay? Two types of groups. What are they? Get the life they want, and everybody else. My little girl, she's 3 years old. She wanted a piece of gum this morning on my way to work. She's like, Papa, I want some gum. I'm like, baby, you don't get gum until you eat your breakfast. Now, you know that. She's like, that's not fair. I said, life is not fair. Life is bad for too many people, good for a bunch of people, and great for this many. Which one you want? Because it's not fair. How many agree life is not fair? How many see bad things happen to good people? Happens all the time, okay? So I want to talk to you about what is success. For me, success is defined because all of you said money, the girl, the house, the career, respect, admiration. For me, money is defined as the gap. It's the gap. The difference between where I am right now and where I want to be. It's the potential, my potential, to get to the next level, okay? How many believe you have a greater potential than what you're using right now? So I don't know how old I look to you. It's curious to me. I wonder what age do y'all think I am?
45.
Okay, what else? The hell? What's wrong with you laughing at me, huh? Okay, how old do you think I am? What do you think, 25?
36.
36? What else? Keep guessing, man. I got gifts if anybody can get it. 42? 38. Okay. You know what? It don't matter, okay? Y'all already made me feel good. So look, check it out, all right? I was 15 years old, okay? Just let me explain to you. I was 15 years old, and the biggest problem I had when I was 15 was I was bored too much. I was bored all the time, man. I was constantly bored. I didn't have enough to do. I didn't know anything about potential. I knew I had potential, but the biggest reason I was bored is because I wasn't going after my potential all the time. It's why I didn't study. I didn't pay attention in class. Okay, when I got out of class, I didn't know what to do. I didn't think my grades matter, but they did matter. You know why? Because until I actually learned how to read a book, until I decided, hey, I got to read, man. I got to learn how to read. I couldn't fulfill my potential. Everything you want, folks, everything you want is in a book. Everything you want to learn in life is in a book somewhere. And you can resist it. The average American reads one book a year. Okay? The average American reads one book a year. Some of you, you're like, damn, that's more books than I read last year. Okay? I've written 5 books in the last 4 years. Because when I look at America today, I'm like, oh my God, America's in trouble right now. You know why? Because average is an epidemic. Average people, average athletes. 250,000 kids every year come out of high schools playing basketball. 250,000 kids every year are playing basketball, scholastic basketball, in order to try to play in the NBA. You know how many out of 250,000 play in the NBA? 5 out of 250,000. Life ain't fair. Life is bad for a bunch of people, good for a lot of people, and great for a few. You guys got to decide where it's going to be, okay? Like, your potential is where you'll determine your greatness. I challenge you this summer to only be focused on, hey man, what's my potential? Because if I'm operating in my potential, the next place, no matter how good you are, how many agree there's another potential? No matter how good you play your video game, no matter how good you are in school, no matter how good you are on the field, there's another place where coach is trying to push you to that next level, and that's where it gets exciting. That's where people get excited. LeBron could retire right now. 2 rings, money he can't spend, right? Why does he stay in the game? What keeps him excited? It's not yesterday's success. It's his potential. It's this right here. And everybody in the room's got another potential, okay? Failure is defined falling short of your potential. There's 2 types of people in the world. People that get whatever they want, when they want, how they want it, how much they want of it. They get their cake, they eat it too. They can toot their own horn. They get to play wherever they want to play, go where they want to go. They never run out of money. They never run out of women. They never run out of whatever they want in their life, okay? And then there's everybody else. I got 1 woman in my life. I decided, hey, 1 woman's good for me. When you get the right one, you just settle on 1, okay? When I fail, I don't get what I want. I don't fulfill my potential. 10X, this book that I'm going to give you, that JJ, by the way, give JJ a big hand for donating this book to y'all, all right? If you hate reading, okay, you will love this book. If you hate to read, I guarantee you could read this book in 2 nights. If you have never been able to read a paragraph in a book, I guarantee you can finish this book. Because I write the book exactly the way I talk about exactly the way I'm talking to you right now. Okay? In this book, it talks about competition. Competition's for sissies is one of the chapters. I think it's chapter 10. Competition is for sissies, little babies, little girls. Okay? Competition is for losers. You don't want to compete, folks. You want to dominate your space. I want to dominate space. I want to walk into a space and own it, not compete with somebody else. I don't want Rocco's game to determine how good my game is, right? Because that's a little reactive. If his game's good, my game gets better. Sounds like it's good, right? Oh, that's good, man. He pushes you. Competition pushes you. But what if his game's no good today? Then what does that do? Does that cause me to back off? Could, right? All of a sudden his game gets better and I get better. I'm waiting. It's reactive, okay? I want to dominate. I want to make a decision when I'm walking into a space to always go for my potential no matter what. 2 types of people, those that get what they want in life and everybody else. This book is going to show you exactly how to be that first type of people, to get what you want in life, when you want it, how much you want of it, whether it's money. How many of you like to have money? Money's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. People are going to tell you it's a bad thing, okay? You want your own money or your dad's money? I want my own money, man. I don't want to have to check with him. Hey, can you give me a little bit? Okay? Right? Can you give me, hey, can I have some money? It doesn't have to be like that, okay? Look, there's people walking out of high schools right now saying, hey, I'm going to go get my piece. And you guys have an opportunity right now to learn it in the auditorium, to learn it on the playing field every day, to build that discipline to say, hey, I'm going to get what I want. Don't wait until you're 25 or 35 or 45 years old. Start building that discipline right now to get what you want, because there's 7 billion other people on this planet trying to get it, trying to get this thing called success. See, most people think success is a straight line. I'm going to get out of high school, I'm going to get a job, and everything's going to be fine. That's not how it plays out, folks, okay? This is how it plays out. Guy decides he wants something, and the line gets all squiggly. See, that's really what success looks like. What this guy did over here was he persisted. This guy's in a fantasy. This is a fantasy. It's not how it works, okay? See, right now, a guy decides over the summer, hey man, I'm gonna get this job this summer, and I'm gonna make some money this summer. And then he gets distracted by the first squiggly. I don't know what he's doing. He's squiggling off. because he's not focused on his success. He squiggles. You ever use this term, squiggle? Yeah, man, I'm doing a squiggle. You know, I'm going to go out and hang out with the guys this weekend. It's a squiggle. It's off path, off purpose, off potential. And so he ends up in a bunch of loops over here. Most people get stuck in loops. I did it. When I got out of high school, I was in a lot of trouble. Didn't have any focus. Wasn't fulfilling my potential. Was distracted. Didn't have a coach. Didn't have an older brother. Didn't have a father. Lost. What am I doing? Okay, don't know where I'm going. I know I got this potential. It's sitting there inside of me. It's a little candle burning. I know it's there. I hadn't quite put it out when I was 20 years old. But it was low. Any of you ever been there? What am I doing every day, man? Why am I getting up every day? Why am I going to school? I didn't even know why I was going to school. I was just going to school. I was just doing school. I didn't even want to go to school. See, I'm squiggling around, okay? If you persist and stay focused and surround yourself with other people that persist and stay focused, who knows, maybe you'll come out the other end. Two types of people, what are they? People that get what they want, have the life they want, and everybody else, okay? So look, here's the 4 degrees of action. This is what I'm going to challenge you to do this summer. Number 1, do nothing. Everybody in the room's done that before. How many in the room have done nothing before? Okay? You think you have. Actually, number 1 doesn't exist. Number 2 is to retreat. Okay, I'll explain all these. These are the 4 actions you're going to take this summer. To do nothing, sit around and do nothing. Number 2, to retreat, to back up. Okay, you ever retreat? You ever retreat? Anybody in the room ever retreat? No, never. Retreat, back up. I'm going to back up. Hey, man, I need to study right now. And then you decide not to study. What is that? That's backing up. That's retreating. Okay? You do that all the time? Okay? Hey, man, I'm going to help my mom out. I'm going to help my mom out, man. Oh, no, I ain't. I'm going to help my little brother out. No, I'm not. You're going to retreat. That's an action. Backing up is an action. Number 3 is normal. Normal levels of activity. People just do what is ever expected of them. Normal. I'm going to show up for class. I'm going to sit in class for 50 minutes. I'm going to act like I'm paying attention. But hey, come on, let's keep it real. I'm squiggling. I'm squiggling in the classroom. I'm over here. I'm over there. I'm over there. I'm not learning. I'm not reading. I'm not studying. I'm not preparing. I'm on a squiggle. Serious squiggle. How many have been on a serious squiggle doing normal? The whole world's doing number 3. And number 4 is massive levels of activity. Massive, tremendous amounts of activity is where success lives, okay? Which one of those 4 do you think is the most dangerous? Huh? Number 4. He thinks number 4 is dangerous. I like that, dude. Now he's going to pick number 1. Let's go for number 1 now, okay? Okay, number 1's impossible. You actually don't do number 1 unless you're in a coma. You passed out on the sidewalk, you're doing number 1, okay? Most of the time, you're doing number 2, number 3, or number 4, okay? The most dangerous of all those is number 3. Normal levels of activity. You showed up for practice, and you just did the practice, okay? Number 2, people do constantly, particularly in schools. They back up from an activity. They wait for the teacher to do something or the coach to do something rather than them jumping in and saying, hey, I'm here. I'm going to dominate this space. What word do you like better, compete or dominate? Dude, you want to dominate. You don't want to compete in a space. You want to own a space. So the way to do that is number 4, massive levels of activity. Some people think number 4 is actually dangerous. But I'm going to suggest to you to be dangerous. Find something you love, man, and do it. Own it, control it, take massive levels of activity with it. People tell me, dude, man, you've got some problems, man. Constantly. I had a guy tell me 3 days ago, dude, you got problems, man. I said, really? What are my problems? You're obsessive, compulsive, ADD. Any of you in the room ever been labeled those things? You got attention deficit disorder. You got what is it? A OCD? What is it called? Obsessive compulsive disorder. I'm like, bro, I ain't got a problem. Yeah, man, you got compulsive obsessive disorder. I'm like, dude, that's a gift. I got gifts, my brother. I have been blessed by the great gods of the universe with obsessive. I am obsessed with my success, with my family's success. That's not a disease. Let me tell you the disease right there. It's number 3. Number 3 is the disease. Number 3 is an epidemic in this country. You're going to school with kids that are just average rather than saying, dude, I demand greatness in my life. I want success. Massive action. When you decide this summer to take massive action for the next, how many months? How long is summer?
6 weeks. We'll have 3 more weeks left of our conditioning.
Okay. You got 3 weeks, guys? If you take 3 weeks and say, hey, I want new problems for the next 3 weeks. New problems. You know what a new problem is? Big, juicy problems. Most people want nothing to do with a problem, right? They like, leave problems alone. Look, you want big, new problems, juicy problems. For the next 3 weeks, if your body hurt more than it hurt yesterday, that would be a new problem. Would that be a good problem or a bad problem? It means you're working, right? Okay? You want new problems. I want to experience bigger problems. Number 2, criticized by your peers. The moment I take massive action, I'm going to be criticized by other people. I'm showing up early. I'm staying late. What are the average people going to say? You're a freak. Please call me a super freak. Okay? Number 3, I'd actually be promoted into the cycle if I was taking massive action. It's a guaranteed, I'm just showing you guaranteed ways to be that first group of people. What's the first group? They get whatever they want. You want to get whatever you want in your life? Go get you massive action. Get new problems. Get promoted. You'll be more inspired. You want to have goals so big. You want to have goals so big that your problems pale in comparison. How many of you got problems in your life? Everybody in the room. I'm going to suggest to you that you get your focus on where you're going, your potential, where you want to go. Get that focus so big that your problems are smaller. Here's the deal. If you have attention on your problems, your goals aren't big enough. If you have attention on any problem you have in your life, it is because your goals aren't big enough. How many of you wrote your goals down this morning? Anybody in the room? How about yesterday? Okay. How about this week? I write my goals down every morning and every night. Okay? Every morning when I wake up, pull out a legal pad. Hey, where am I going in my life? Where am I going? What do I want to do? What kind of life do I want for my family? What kind of life? How much money do I want? Do I want to own a private jet? Would I like to have a helicopter? Would I like to have a big boat? Okay? What do I want for my kids? Every morning I wake up and the first thing I do is I write down my goals. Before I go to sleep at night, I write down my goals. Every time I lose in life, every time I lose, every time I'm defeated, I write my goals down. Why do I want to do that? Why would that be beneficial to me? It motivates me. It puts my attention on where I'm going, not where I'm at. Let's say I'm working a deal. I just finished working a deal and I was defeated in the deal. Do I want my attention on the defeat or do I want my attention on where I'm going? I want my attention on where I'm going. So I pull my legal pad out. I don't look at the defeat. I look at, hey, where am I going? Where do I want to go in life? What is my destination? If you've ever been in a car, a windshield in a car is that big, right? How big is the rear view mirror? It's about that big. Why do you think that is? Because you want your attention on the future, on the potential, on where I'm going, on my goals. So a couple things I'd like you to do when you leave here. Number 1, how many of you like the idea of writing your goals down every day? This isn't homework your teacher's going to give you, okay? Hey, I wake up in the morning, where am I going? I don't care how big it is, man. I want $1 billion, okay? I want the hottest chick in the universe. I want Maxim top 5, whatever you want. I don't care what it is. I want a little boy. I don't, whatever you want. They're your goals, okay? You want goals that are giant, folks. You want goals that are so big that every day you wake up and you're excited. And the reason I wasn't excited when I was your age was because nobody was telling me, man, have some goals, man. Because if you don't have your own goals, this is what you're going to do. You're going to spend your whole life making somebody else's dreams come true. 2 types of people. People that get what they want and have the life they want, and everyone else, okay? So we gave you some gifts here, okay? First of all, you're going to see some wristbands. It's a red wristband, and there's a blue wristband. How many of you have both? Good, okay. This is a little postcard called Success. It says success is your duty, obligation, and responsibility. This card was written because I see most people going after success like it doesn't matter. You know, you got friends that say whatever. You use this term, whatever. You know, like I don't care. Let me tell you something. If you don't care, if you think success doesn't matter, you will not have it. If success matters to you, if success becomes something like, I have to have that, I am obsessed with the idea of success in my life, whether it's in the classroom, on the playing field, or out there in the real world. Because folks, the truth is, the playing field and the classroom are only going to last a little while. Okay? It's going to be the next 50 or 60 years of your life that you get to decide, hey, what are you going to really do? And what you're doing right now is going to determine where you're going to be in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. So I'm going to ask you a question here. I want you to think about what you would like not to do in your life. What would you like not to do? Okay, but like what would be a job that you would hate to do in your life? What? Garbage man. He would hate to be a garbage man. Okay? Yes, sir. Do again? Say again? Working for somebody else, period. Cutting grass. He doesn't want to cut grass. Okay, what else? Working at McDonald's. Janitor. Okay, so we got 5 people. How old are you?
16.
He's going to be a janitor for the next 60 years. What is it you didn't want to do? McDonald's. He's going to work at McDonald's and package McNuggets for the next 54 years and then die. Okay? Who else? You didn't want to work. He's going to work for other people his whole life. Okay? His entire life, he will be stuck, and every one of his bosses is going to be an ass. Okay? Would you not want to do? Dude, this guy's going to be cutting grass. He's allergic to grass. And he's going to be cutting it every day, bagging it, putting it in bags. He doesn't want to be a stripper. Nobody else wants you to be a stripper either, bro. Okay? Trust me. Please don't do that to any of us, okay? Okay? You're one guy that I don't want to take massive action, okay? Please, okay? My man's going to be a stripper, okay? He learned the game pretty quick there, though, didn't he? He's like, okay, I'm going to pick something I don't want to be. He's going to give it to me, and then boom, that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. You're a very intelligent man, sir, okay? Probably a genius sitting with us right there. You don't know what a genius looks like. Y'all know what a genius looks like? You don't know. Let me tell you something. Most of them look like freaks. Okay? Every genius that has ever walked this planet was criticized. This is what happened to every genius. Every one of them had new problems. They were criticized by their peers. They were later promoted, and they became inspiration to other people. You don't know what they look like. They come in all different packages. Man, there's some brilliant people in this room right here. The question is, will you take enough action? Because if you don't take enough action, if you don't take enough focused action that is positive to your potential, consistent with who you are and where you want to go, if you don't do that, you're going to end up being everybody else.
What drives you every day?
My goals. I'm writing my goals down every morning. I don't want to work for anybody else. I want to work for my goals. I don't want to work for a person. I want to work for my goals. I want to work for my dreams, man. Everything I'm doing every day, like I'm flying to Los Angeles today, okay? I'm not flying to Los Angeles because I want to go to Los Angeles. I don't even want to do what I'm doing in Los Angeles, but I'm doing it to invest in my future. The things, I'm not talking about money now, I'm talking about my potential. This is what you should walk away with today, the gap. The gap is the difference between where you are, where you sit right now, and what? And where you want to be. And everybody's got a potential, right? Everybody in the room's got a potential. On a scale from 1 to 10, what are you right now? What would you give yourself? 2. Your potential's a 10. A 2. Okay, what else? Maybe he's being honest. See, you don't know what my potential is. People have told me my whole life, man, you're doing great, man. You're doing great. You did this TV show, you did this radio show, you got this thing going, you know, you're doing well in life. I'm like, how do you know? How do you know if I'm doing well? And they're like, what do you mean, man? I could tell you're doing well. I said, you don't know, man. You don't know what my potential is. I was speaking to a group at Google up in New York, and they were like, man, you're so confident. You don't know that. Well, yeah, man, you look confident. I look confident, but you don't know if I am or not. Right? Do you know what's inside of me? You don't know. On a scale from 1 to 10, what are you right now? Good, man. You don't know? You need to put a number on it, man. You should be calibrating all the time. I'm a 4 right now, I'm a 5 right now, I'm a 3 right now, I'm a 7 right now, okay? And I don't care what you are. Hey, dude, all you want to do is focus on the gap. The gap is where your motivation is. If you have any motivation, it's by staying focused on the gap. The difference between where you are and where you want to be, okay? This says success is your duty. It should say success is my duty. Okay? This is going to go in your locker or wherever you want it to go in your life. On the back of it, if you turn it around, there's a pledge. Okay? Look at it. Can you guys read? Yes. On a scale from 1 to 10, what kind of reader are you? 8. Maybe an 8? Yeah. Okay. 8.5. 8.5. He says he's an 8.5. And he wants to be a stripper. Okay? Oh, wow. Okay, hey, let me go ahead and give you this right now, though, okay? This says you are greatness. Don't fight it, all right? Thank you. On the back of it, it says, if you haven't read this one, it says, I am obsessed. I am not like others. I do what others refuse to do. I must control my destiny. I am never satisfied. I cannot settle. I rise while others sleep. I refuse to quit. I am driven to succeed, and I'm a role model for others, okay? We're going to give everybody a copy of this one. It says, I am greatness. Don't fight it. Everybody in the room has greatness in it, okay? Quit fighting it, man. Thank you. Don't be a stripper either, all right? This one says success pledge. It says, I pledge a commitment to my success. Everybody try that. I pledge a commitment to my success. I'm going to do it and you do it, okay? I pledge a commitment to my success, my family's success, and to the successful survival of the company I represent. Success is not an option for me, but something I insist upon achieving. Success is not something others can give me, nor is it something the government or the economy can provide me. Success is not determined by luck, chance, race, creed, color, or religion, but is dependent upon hard work, creativity, follow through, and persistence. I refuse not to have my success. I refuse to quit prior to achieving my success. And I will do everything ethical in claiming my right to my success. My success is my duty, my obligation, and my responsibility. Dude, have a great summer, all right? Thank you guys very much.